Hello, this is Marshall Zukov, and here we are together again on YouTube. I've got a little pistol here. This is a Browning high power, Belgian made, in 9mm.
I think it's really important to play bands that can
Sorry, I had to kill a mosquito. This is a 115 grain full metal jacket, 9x19. 9 is the designation for the projectile of the caliber. By 19mm is the case length. So in this case, the length of the case, the brass case. This is a hand load. There are 4.5 grains of type group powder in there. And the collective overall length is 1.13 inches. This pistol has adjustable sights. It was like that when I bought it, which is good. It shoots pretty accurate. It has 3 13-round magazines. And in a lot of respects, it's similar to the 1911. You can see the magazine release operates in the same fashion. The button looks pretty close to similar, and the slide stop and the rear safety are quite similar as well. Not exactly the same shape, but a lot of similarities between the two. And these magazines here, these have this little mousetrap spring on them to help pop the magazine out. You can put this empty one in here, and just pushing the button, it doesn't really pop it out like the other one with the little spring on there. So it doesn't really make much of a difference with one that's fully loaded or not. So, but 13 plus 1, so you could load one in the chamber and then put a mag in, and you'd have 14 total. To disassemble one of these, I can't do it. I only have 2 hands. I need 3 if I'm going to hold the camera on it. You will pull the slide back, of course, ensuring there's nothing in the chamber, no magazine. And you're going to use the thumb safety and the notch in the slide to lock the slide back. This way you can push the slide release out. You just push it up and simultaneously push it out from the back side. And then it'll pull right out. And then you will release the thumb safety, holding on to the slide, of course, or it's going to fly off. After I have released the slide, it's under spring pressure, so be careful. Then it will slide off like that. In order to remove the spring, we will just press forward slightly, make sure to hold on to it good and tight. It's under spring pressure. Quite similar to that of a 1911. And then the barrel will slide out like that. The barrel looks pretty good, strong lands and grooves. Looks like there's a piece of something in there. A little powder fouling, maybe. And this pistol has a internal magazine safety in it, so if the magazine is not in the pistol, it won't fire. It has not been disassembled in this pistol and functions perfectly. So now I'm going to go through, give her a good cleanup real quick, and then we'll get her back together. Okay, I've got the barrel out, and it's cleaned up pretty well. I used my little brush here and sprayed some CLP on it. This stuff works pretty darn good. And it looks like the bore is cleaned out pretty well. Nice and strong lands and grooves there. They're pretty sharp looking. Very clean. Cleaned out excellent. The firing pin on this, I removed it. It's a little bit tricky to remove. It'd be great if this would stand up for me. All you do is a pin or something like the end of your cleaning rod that will fit in there. You press down on the firing pin, and then this plate will slide out. It slides down from the top of the rear sight. So it's a little game of pressing the firing pin down, and be very careful, because if you slip or something, it could wing out and drill you in the eye or something, and that probably would suck. But it's under quite a bit of spring pressure, so we can. I'm gonna hit the barrel here with a little bit of CLP on top. Any place where there's just a little bit of wear, we'll put a little bit on there and drop her back in. In the spring, you'll want to be sure to put it in just like this, pointing down. I think I can do this. Slid right in, and it's good to go. Now just putting the slide back on. Just like that. I'll oil the rails here a little bit, and then it'll be good to go. So now that it has been reassembled, I put a light coat of oil over the end of the barrel there where the slide will contact it, go back and forth. I have the slide stop engaged, and this is nice and handy to hold it back to disassemble it. So you can see here that I can pull the trigger even with the safety off and the hammer cocked. There's no magazine, and that's the magazine safety. No magazine equals no bang, unless you disassemble it. Now I can't say how to do it or anything like that. This is my first high-power pistol, and I'm still learning. The serial number dates to 1977. So for being an older pistol, it's still in pretty good shape. There's a couple little dings here and there, but you know, if you consider the age of it, I'd say it's doing pretty good. Now, whether or not it's ever been reblued, I don't know. But whatever the case may be, my new high power, I really enjoy it. It's a hoot to shoot. It shoots pretty well too. Shoots those hand loads right out there. So until next time, this is Marshall Zukov signing out.